the hill of this place that we once have called our home. Think about life and the courses it takes. Why do we feel so alone? Won't you come sit next to me? I'll let you know I'm crazy. Maybe one day in the end we'll be friends. Maybe one day we'll be okay. Watch me fall away.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another live edition of Snapback. I'm Natalia Guzman. Andres Cano has the night off. Art in Reality is a free program offering a slew of opportunities to Tucson's youngsters. Known to many as the AIR program, classes range from photography to a Brazilian martial art course. For several weeks, students work on a variety of projects, all while learning the ins and outs of what
exciting. We have a new teacher. His name is Phil Hardy, and he just moved to Tucson from Australia. He's a commercial photographer, and he's been all over the world taking pictures.
Wow.
And he's moved back to Tucson because he wants to do different things and teach with students. And so he is starting a black and white photography class. Unfortunately, we've had so many youth sign up that it's full this semester, but if you're interested in, I've just been telling people if they're interested to call me and I can put their name down for the fall session.
So some classes get filled up faster than others, right?
Yeah, our dance classes are limitless. I mean, we can fill up a whole dance studio with people, so that class doesn't have any limit. Our jewelry class is really exciting. Our teacher, Shannon Harrison, has been with our program, oh gosh, I think about 4 years now, and she's one of the owners of Piney Hollow, which is a bead store on 4th Avenue, and that class has everything to do with beads, and I just love it. And what other class? Well, our breakdance class is really fun too. Mm-hmm. It's a our teacher really makes it fun, and he takes you from point A to point B, because breakdancing looks really complicated. But once you once you take it step by step, you can really put your moves together and have a nice performance.
So you help kids around the community with all these different activities and things?
Yeah, I go to a lot of charter and alternative high schools, and I talk to community groups, and I try to get kids involved to come down.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
For more information on AIR, you can call 520-882-8012. Now let's go to the field for a report from Andres Cano.
Not far from the heart of the city, just north of the South Pacific Railroad, lies a community-run education and recycling center for something you wouldn't quite expect: bicycles. The Bicycle Inter-Community Action and Salvage, mainly known to many as BICUS, has been around for close to 20 years, welcoming people of all ages and walks of life. Every day, the organization promotes education, art, and a healthy environment through advocacy and recycling of a bicycle. Ignacio Rivera de Rosales describes the history of BICUS.
BICUS started off in 1989 as an organization called Bootstraps to Share. It was a group of people that got together and they wanted to help out the homeless. And so they decided to help the homeless out in various different ways through medical care, finding food, housing, and transportation was a component of all these different things that they were doing. And after about 5 years, they realized that the best thing that they were doing and sort of the best thing that they were offering that community was sustainable, safe transportation by the use of the bicycle. And so in 1994, this organization called Bootstraps to Share sort of morphed into what we now know as BICUS, which is sort of a bicycle educational center. And so that's where we are today, I suppose, 17 years later, with the focus of teaching people how to recycle bicycles.
Since then, the nonprofit has offered classes to the general community. Located at 6th Street and 9th Avenue, hundreds flock to the BICUS warehouse every year for a variety of reasons. Citizens can fulfill their community service hours, fix their bike using BICUS materials, even make art from scrap bike materials. The finished product is called bike art. Here at BICUS, visitors can make recycled art pieces out of old bike parts and make things like candle holders or even necklaces. Bike art pieces made benefit the annual art auction held every year in November. The most recent auction made over $10,000.
This year we had over 400 different pieces of recycled art, and it can be from bicycle-themed paintings to sculptures made completely out of bike parts to really whatever that you can dream up and make. As long as there is a bicycle theme somewhere in there, we'd love to have it.
What's even more interesting is a person's ability to participate in Bicus's Build-A-Bike workshop. A series of 8 classes teaches you the ins and outs of how to build a bike from scratch. A few years ago, Donald Villarreal heard about Bicus and took the Build-A-Bike workshop. Today, she's advanced her title from student to class instructor. Julie Fenn is about to graduate from the 8-week course. She says staff have made her learning at Bicus an enjoyable ride.
Yeah, they're really helpful. They're very friendly and they're always there. And they don't just take over and do everything for you. They let you do it. They tell you what to do, and then you're kind of there doing it, and they help you.
Even though Julie is 20 years old, don't expect to see people only her age lurking around Bicus. Visitors in their younger years are constantly seen in the building. Villarreal says seeing diversity in Bicus visitors is quite common, and it isn't something she's surprised about.
It's like all kinds, like college kids, little kids, big kids, adults, homeless people. We have like a women's and transgender hours on Sunday, which is 1 to 5.
On our visit, the Snapback crew ran into one Tucson mother that was looking to purchase a bike or two for her family. It was her first time visiting Bicus.
Well, we came down to look for some bikes for the family, and we've only been here about 15 minutes, but it's been great so far. We found a tag-along for my middle son, and a tiny bike for my little one, and a bike with gears for my daughter, and we seem like we're going to be able to find everything we need. So.
Now, since their founding, Bicus has trained thousands of youth and adults in the trade of bicycle repair, maintenance and safety, and restored thousands of bicycles, saving them from the waste stream. Andres Cano, Snapback News.
Now we're going to talk about some of the opportunities offered to youth in the Tucson community. The Youth Volunteer Corps is a program for youth from ages 11 through 18.